So today we're going to do a rainbow eyeshadow look. My daughter, who's 13 years old, said, "Mom, it'd be a really good idea if you were to do like a color with rainbow, like, you know, not all the colors in rainbow, but like she said, green, purple, and blue." Yeah, that's what she said. So I was like, "What? Nobody wants to see that." And she was like, "No, people like that." So since it's summertime and I figured that would be fun, I'm gonna do it. So today we're going to start out by priming our eyes, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay priming potion. I am not promoted by any brand, so I will be using a whole bunch of random brands, and every now and then I might tell you what it is and I might not. It might be where I can't even see it, and if it doesn't look good, I'm not going to show you, but I will tell you what it is so that you could either get it. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about some brushes and, you know, the makeup of a brush and why you use them. So the first step, like I said, you're going to get your primer. So you put your primer all over your eyelid. Make sure you get it all over. The purpose of a primer is for your product to stick and stay. Yes, I will only wear eyeshadow with a primer. Primer also acts as a barrier between your skin and the color, because all pigment, color, can get on your skin and stain it. So that's a lot of times you see people eyelids look a different color, like when they're not wearing makeup. You're like, "Oh, that's her eyelid's so dark." It's because she's been using eyeshadow without a primer, and all the pigment from the eyeshadow has deposited into her skin, which will make you look old and age you. So wear primer. Primer is important. I don't wear makeup without primer on any part of my face. Then you want to get you a nice palette. So this particular palette we're going to use today is called Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics. I do like BH Cosmetics. Again, no one's sponsoring me yet. So I'm going to use them today. This colorful palette is so much fun. I mean, they have transition colors, they have bright colors. It's a really beautiful rainbow of colors. It also has a really nice mirror at the top that you can use. And then it has your brightening shadows, your darkening shadows, and then your chrome. So it gives a nice little transition to help you to either have a pearl look or a darker look. I'll show you, you know, it's all about playing. There's no right or wrong way. The only wrong way is when you don't do it because you're too scared to try. And if you look crazy and you walk outside like that. So practice at home and you'll be good to go. So first step, we're going to decide what color we want. I always like to go light to dark. Typically that looks really good. I don't really care for people who put dark and then to light. I don't really like that. Unless you're going dark all over the lid and then you put it light to your brow. So not to confuse you, we're going to start out with a really nice light green. So I'm going to grab my compact brush using this one, and this one is by Sephora, and it is called a precision shadow brush. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose which one of these greens I want to try, right? So, Nia, which green should I try? This one? This one? Ooh, she's challenging me. She wants me to use this really bright neon green right here. So we're gonna use that one. And then I tap off the extra so it doesn't fall over my face. I'm gonna grab my hand mirror and try my best not to put it in front of the camera. But you wanna go right in the corner of your eye and you're gonna pack it in really lightly. See? You see how bright that is? And you would not get that if you didn't have a primer. So, and you do side to side. Don't do one whole eye first and then go to the other one, because more than likely it will not be even and it will not look the same. So I will go from side to side. So now you see? Oh, that's pretty. Okay, Nia. Thank you. So now I'm going to pack on a little bit more and spread out so that when I put my next color, it transitions well. Oh, that is so pretty. So now we're gonna put on some more on the other side, pat and press. pat and press. And then you're just going to drag it over a little bit. Okay? And then you check and make sure it looks good to you. It looks good to me. All right. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put wipe some of the product off onto a nice paper towel so I can use the same brush to transition to my next color. So I'm going to use a little bit of a pearl green. This one right here to make the little transition. I like to do that because it's like phases of color. It's like coloring. You know, you don't go from bright to dark without a transition. So you're going to go right into the middle of your eye, like where your pupil is, right underneath, and you're going to press that color in. Pressing puts more pigment. Swiping thins it out. Press puts more pigment. Swiping thins it out. So that looks good. You're going to put a little bit more until you think it looks good to you. And like I said, you are the judge. So now I'm going to get the other side, and we're going to press the product on there. Make sure it's even. And then you want to use your crease as your guide. Don't go above your crease. You go above your crease, you start looking crazy, clownish. And that we're not trying to do. We're trying to look fabulous, darling. Yes. Okay, so I like that. Not too bad. Now let's see. We're gonna need to transition to a new color. So she said green, blue, and purple. Oh, my baby. Okay, so now we're going to go to the purple. So I'm going to use the deep purple because we're going towards the corner. So I'm going to use this one right here. So we're going to swipe that purple really lightly. I'm telling you, these colors are so pigmented. And I'm going to go right up to here and like, oh yeah, that's gonna look good. So I'm gonna do it on an angle because I like to make my eyes go on an angle. It gives a more youthful look. The older you get, the more you have to pay attention to the way you put on product. So I again did it on the angle of my eye, and then I pressed it in, and that's almost like a sideways triangle. Can you see? So now that's what you're going to do, and we're going to do it on the other side. Okay, so we're going to put this one in. Now the reason why I haven't been blending in between is because I want this to be high intense color. So again, I'm going to press that in, but I will show you how to blend the next one. Press that in. Make sure it's on an angle. All right, so now here comes the blend. We're going to take the Morphe crease brush, and we're going to blend that purple into that crease area, okay? And then we're going to shift it a little bit into the green. So we're going to take this and blend that in just like that. And you want to do it like a windshield wiper motion, back and forth. And don't go directly into the color, because if you do, you'll take it off. So what you're trying to do is stay along the edge of the eyeshadow and blend back and forth like that. Yeah, it's pretty color, but it's pretty. And when you do it right, you can rock anything, you know. And go to the blue. So I'm going to get this blue that's right next to it, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. See right there? Pretty. So I'm going to use my finger, and I want to see where I want to go. So I'm going to tap right here a little bit, because I don't want to erase my purple I have there. Like that. You see? And then I'm going to tap on this side, and then I'm going to put a little bit right here, and then I'm going to blend it right there. Make sure they match. They're not going to be perfect all the time, but try to get as close as you can. And then you're going to take your blending brush, It has a little bit of product on it, but it's okay. And you're going to take that blue and blend it in just a little bit with that purple. Oh, that looks pretty. I don't know what color lipstick I'm doing with this. Maybe a nude. And then you got it like that. So then you do this side. And you blend that in. Make sure they both work on both sides, look the same. And don't worry, we're gonna clean it up. That's the thing, you can't be afraid. You can't be like, oh my God, this is looking like a mess. I'm gonna tell you, when you get all of the stuff together, it looks so much better. Like, you gotta stick with nudes when you're not wearing any type of foundation or eyeliner or eyelashes. But when you're wearing eyelashes, foundation, highlighter, contour, all that stuff, it doesn't matter. Like, you can go crazy on color. Like, you can have a lot of fun. I love to put on eyeshadow. If you work with me, you know that. If you know me, you know that. I am not afraid to try different things. So, if you're gonna be a part of AZ's Beauty Bar team, I'm gonna need you not to be afraid to. I want you to try these things, you know. Try them at home first. And ask your family. If you got any kids, you know they're brutally honest. And then you want to make sure you clean out your brush in between. So now I'm going to just transition from this blue right here into where I have the concealer. I'm gonna put like a nude eyeshadow just so it doesn't like stick out a lot. So we are done with this palette that Ania picked. Take me back to Brazil. Like I said, I'm not promoting anybody's business because I don't work for anybody. I work for myself right now. Anybody want to sponsor me, I'm open to it. Do the brand best for you. So now we're going to do a fluffy application brush. And I'm going to use a nude eyeshadow. Okay? And this one is from the Carly Bible palette, B&H Cosmetics. I wore the heck out of that palette, and I'm a little embarrassed to show you it. But yeah, this is a good palette. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in here and just swipe across, and it kind of makes everything go together. Makes it smooth. Because when you put on all that eyeshadow and all them different colors, and you just leave it with your concealer there, you can see the difference. I'm gonna use Urban Decay's Perversion. We put mascara on is that you go up to the root of the eyelash, push it in right at the root, bump, rock, roll, bump, rock, roll. I'm gonna take a makeup round, a little bit of makeup remover, and then I'm going to fold it on my finger, and then I'm gonna swipe it on the side. Get to subscribe, like, and share. Make a comment at the end if you like these colors, maybe another eyeshadow look that you would want me to try to show you. And stay tuned and go to my next video and see how I put the foundation on, because that kind of all wraps it up together. We did one on eyebrows, now we did eyeshadow. And the next video is going to be foundation with contour and highlight. See you on my next video. Love you much.